Hey guys, welcome to Lesson 4, Solving Real-World Story Problems. When we're looking at story problems, a lot of times we get confused because of all the words. But if you do these steps correctly, it'll help you out a whole lot. First of all, we have to pull out the numbers. So we're going to find all of our numbers in our problem. Okay, first let's read the problem first. A cashier can ring up 12 items per minute. How long will it take the cashier to ring up a customer with 72 items? Okay, so we find all our numbers. First number is 12. Write that down. And 72. Check. Step 2, tell yourself what the numbers represent. This is very important because a lot of times they give us numbers that we don't need. And so if we tell ourselves right off the bat what each number represents, then when we get ready to solve the problem, we'll know which ones we need and which ones we do not need. 12 represents the number of items the cashier can ring up per minute. So items per minute. 72 represents the number of items a customer may have. Okay, step 2, check. Okay, once you've pulled out your numbers and you've told yourself what they are all for, the next step is to reread the question. A cashier can ring up 12 items per minute. How long will it take the cashier to ring up a customer with 72 items? Now you have to decide whether you will use all of your numbers or not. Sometimes they give us numbers we do not need. Well, we only have 2 numbers in this problem, so let's look at them. 12 is the number of items per minute the cashier can ring up, and 72 is the items that a customer has. So yes, we will use both of our numbers. Step 5 is to look for clue words. These clue words in your problem will help you determine what operation you need to use. If you see words like in all, total, and sum, chances are you're going to be using addition to solve that problem. If you see words like difference, are left, remaining, you're going to be using subtraction to solve that problem. If you see words, here's the big one. I love this one. If you see the word each is going to tell you you are either going to multiply or divide. A lot of the multiplication and division clue words are the same. Each is a very big clue word. Multiplication clue words include each, every, times, or if they ask you to find equal installments. That's like if they give you a certain number of payments to make on a bill, you have equal payments for that. The division clue words are each, every, per, and in each set. So if you need to find how many are in each set of something, then you will use division to solve that problem. Step 6. Based on the clue words, determine which operation you will use to solve the problem. Looking at this problem again, cashier can ring up 12 items per minute. How long will it take the cashier to ring up a customer with 72 items? When we look at our clue words again, we're going to find the word per under division. So that means we're going to use division to solve this problem. We're going to take, again, the numbers out. 12 is the number of items that she can ring up in 1 minute. Per means 1. Now we look at our numbers and our question again. They tell us she can ring up 12 items in 1 minute. And they ask us how long it will take her to ring up 72 items. So 72 items equals blank minutes. That's the big question now. So we're going to say 72 items divided by 12 items per minute equals 6 minutes. And the last thing we do once we've found the answer is write a statement to explain the answer. A cashier can ring up 12 items per minute. How long will it take the cashier to ring up a customer with 72 items? I always tell students to use the word since to start this statement. It helps to incorporate all the words from the story. Since the cashier can ring up 12 items in 1 minute, then it will take her 6 minutes to ring up a customer with 72 items. It's almost like writing a hypothesis in our science investigations when we use if and then, but instead of using if, we use since because we are already given the information. Here's a practice problem for you. You are riding with 5 friends to attend a Saints game at the Superdome in New Orleans. You will have to drive 225 miles to get from Alexandria to New Orleans. If your friend drives 75 miles per hour, how long will it take you to get to the game? Now, pause the video, work out the problem. Be sure to use the steps that you just learned, starting with pull out all the numbers, tell yourself what those numbers mean, reread the question, determine if all of the numbers will be needed to answer the question, then look for your clue words. Once you've found your clue words, determine what operation you're going to use, then solve your problem. Once you have an answer, write a statement that explains your answer. Good luck! Okay, now let's see how you did. When you pulled out your numbers, you should have found 5 is the number of friends, 225 is the number of miles to drive, and 75 is the number of miles you will drive in 1 hour, since per equals 1. Step 3 says to reread the question. You are riding with your friends to attend a Saints game at the Super Bowl in New Orleans. You will have to drive 225 miles to get from Alexandria to New Orleans. If your friend drives 75 miles per hour, how long will it take you to get to the game? Since they're asking how long it will take us, then we're looking for a time. So the number of friends that are going is not important. This number will not be used. Now we need to determine, are there any clue words? The clue words in here are 75 miles per hour. Per means 1, so they're giving us how many miles they're going to drive in 1 hour, and we need to find out how long it will take them to drive 225 miles. So we're going to determine that we will divide. 225 divided by 75. And this is why we've been doing that practice on long division. Looking at this problem, if you look at the tens place, the 7 in the tens place, we know that there are no groups of 75 in 2, 20, or 22. So we have to look at the whole number, 225. Okay, so now what I was saying before, if we look at the 7 in the tens place and we ask ourselves how many groups of 7 are in 22, there are 3 groups of 7 in 22. 3 times 5 is 15. Carry the 1. 3 times 7 is 21, plus 1 is 22. Subtract 0. Our answer is 3. Now we have to write a statement that explains our answer. Your statement should sound something like this. Since we drove 75 miles in 1 hour, Then it will take us 3 hours to drive 225 miles to get to the game. And that's it. I hope you enjoy the video and the lesson. Don't forget to do your whisk. Yep, W-I-S-Q this week. The I stands for I can. You're going to have to choose the correct I can statement. Bye. See you tomorrow.